Are you beating yourself up because you reached out to the narcissist? Let me help you not beat yourself up. Let me help you feel better in understanding that it's okay if you reached out to them. I used to be in an 18-year narcissistic abusive relationship. It's been 5 years now that I've been on my healing journey. And trust and believe, I was where you're at. I literally used to break no contact all the time and then beat myself up about it after because I knew it was wrong. I knew it wasn't going to do nothing for me. I knew it wasn't going to change them. But at the same time, when I started to understand who the narcissist is and what a narcissistic relationship is and what I experienced and what I went through, I started to be a lot more gentle on myself when I broke no contact. You have to understand the chemical reactions that were given off inside of your brain when you are with the narcissist is technically, they were scientifically proven that it's the same chemical reactions that somebody gets given off to their brain when they are on a heroin addiction. That's how intense of a trauma that your brain experienced being in that narcissistic relationship. So you have to understand, you are literally fiending to get a reply, fiending to get attention, fiending to be loved from that narcissist because of the trauma that your brain experienced when you were in that relationship, with the highs, the lows, with the highs, the lows. So that's why you are fiending now to get their attention. You are fiending now to talk to them. So you have to be gentle with yourself in understanding that you are literally going through a detox. You are literally going through rehab. Your brain now has to reprogram itself to live without that person who was giving you those highs and those lows. So now your brain is kind of like in shock. And this is why I'm saying in this video to be gentle on yourself when you break no contact. I used to do it all the time. Understand that you are not alone. There's many people out there like you who've experienced a narcissistic relationship and are going through the same things because of the trauma that their brain experienced with these people who have a personality disorder. You dealt with somebody who has a personality disorder that was not all there, right? So knowing these things will help you to heal yourself, to work on yourself. Okay, stand in the facts to remind yourself, even if I reached out to this person, they ain't gonna change. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna treat me better. They're not gonna love me more. Remind yourself these things. Okay, I reached out. I'll remind myself, this person is a narcissist. They have a personality disorder and they're gonna treat me like shit even if I go back, even if they take me back. So you stand in the facts of knowing that. You stand in the facts to understand that I am on my healing journey. It's okay that I reached out. I was traumatized by this person. Now I just need to work with my emotions to heal myself. Stop beating yourself up. You were literally mentally and emotionally abused when you were with somebody. Now that they're not with you anymore, you don't need nobody else beating you up mentally and emotionally, putting you down, verbally abusing you. Sometimes when we're in that relationship, we're so used to putting ourselves down and beating ourselves up that even when we're not in that narcissistic relationship, we tend to still beat ourselves up, still put ourselves down verbally, mentally, and emotionally. You don't need that no more. You are no longer with that person that is beating you up mentally and emotionally. So why are you doing it to yourself? Wake the fuck up and understand that you need to start thinking and speaking positive things about yourself. If you slipped up, that's okay. Another lesson learned. Another lesson learned to teach you that, hey, this person's never gonna change. Hey, this person will use me any which way they can. Because there's a lot of narcissists that have a new supply and they'll still reach out to you. They'll still message you. They'll still have sex with you if you allow them. I was in that situation. My ex-narcissist had a new supply and still wanted to sleep with me. If I allowed him to sleep with me as much as he wanted, he would have done it. Right? So we still carried on a relationship, kind of, when he was with the new supply because I didn't know how to let go. And then after I would talk to him, I would beat myself up because he would literally go back home to her. And I would literally be there beating myself up. Trust me, I've been where what you went through. But you have to understand that it's all part of your journey. It's all what what's gonna help you heal. Believe it or not, those experiences is what's gonna make you stronger, because each time that you go through that experience, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn from your parts of yourself. You're gonna learn about that situation. You're gonna learn. Everything is all about a learning experience. Nothing that you go through is a waste of time. God doesn't put you through situations that God knows that you can't handle. God doesn't put you through situations for no reason. Everything that you're going through there's a reason for you going through it. Maybe you need to learn how to love yourself. Maybe you need to learn how to have healthy boundaries. And each experience is going to strengthen you to learn how to love yourself. Each experience is going to strengthen you on how to have better boundaries. So stop beating yourself up if you broke no contact, and just learn from that experience. If you're feeling like, oh, I reached out to them because I feel lonely, understand, why is it that you feel lonely? Why is it that you feel like your company is not good enough? If you reached out because you feel the need that you need confirmation that they still want you, ask yourself, why do I need confirmation from somebody that is toxic as hell, that disrespects me, that lies to me, that manipulates me? Why do I need confirmation from somebody like that? Understand your emotions. Sit with your emotions instead of running from them. Because when you reach out to the narcissist, it's because you want a distraction. You want a temporary high that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Maybe find another way to work with that temporary high that you want. If you feel good about going to the gym, instead of reaching out to the narcissist, go to the gym. If you feel good about buying yourself something, instead of reaching out to the narcissist, buy something. I'm not saying ignore those emotions, but I'm saying at the same time, feed those emotions, but on a positive way, instead of reverting back to a toxic pattern, because that's what it is. You remember, you're programmed through your mind to literally be on this high and low with the narcissist. So when you're not in that relationship no more, you're fiending and seeking for that high. That's why you have to be gentle with yourself, because you're literally, when you're not with the narcissist no more, working with your brain to reprogram your brain and detox from that highs and lows that you were experiencing with that person. And that's why it's so intense. That's why it's so hard for a lot of people to go no contact. It's easier said than done. There's a lot of people out there, that doesn't understand narcissistic abuse. They'll be like, oh, stop talking to them, just let them go. I don't know why you can't let them go. It's because their brain has not been traumatized and went through that chemical reaction that your brain went through. This is why they can't understand what it is that you're going through. But at the end of the day, you are hearing it from me, from a person who has experienced it. It takes time to reprogram your mind. It takes time to heal back your mind from that trauma that you experienced. It takes time, like a person who is addicted to heroin, to detox and go through rehab to feed off of that drug. And it's the same thing if you're going through no contact with the narcissist. It takes time. So stop beating yourself up. Stop being your worst enemy, because a lot of us, when we're not in the narcissistic relationship no more, we end up turning out to be our worst enemy with beating ourselves up. We end up becoming our own abusers because we're so used to being abused. No, start learning how to be your own best friend. Start learning how to say positive affirmations about yourself. And if you guys want to learn some of the affirmations that I used, the link is in this video. You can always purchase it. I share with you positive affirmations that you can reprogram, because what words are powerful. What you choose to say to yourself is going to change your life. If you need guidance and help in how to do all this, you guys, I help people on one-on-ones to help people and to guide them on how they can learn how to reprogram their mind, learn how to set new patterns, learn how to break free from the narcissist, learn how to start healing and loving themselves. If you need guidance and help on how to do so, and what I did after healing from our 18-year narcissistic abusive relationship, my link is at the top of my TikTok page, y'all. Stand in the facts to wise up and rise up above the narcissist today. You got this. If you broke no contact, stop beating yourself up.